We're about to lose one. Get the intruder.
Copy. We're almost there.
Security breach.
Attacking the area.
Security breach.
Shit, I've got movement. Where? Everywhere. Contact!
Hey, what's happening, everyone? Hertz here. Some more SvM, or Spies vs. Mercs. Some more SvM Classic, though, you know? So I know a few of you guys are digging this. I'm sure you enjoyed that last one I brought out. That last, well, not the first SvM Classic, but it's been the first one in a while, you know? And the last one was, I have to admit, the last one was a much better round than this one. This one's not too bad. I have a great run on the Merc side of things. A kind of, kind of iffy performance on the spy side of things, but we'll get to that in the second half of this round. For the time being, the team's pretty evenly matched for the most part. I got myself, I got this guy Kickstars in here. He's a level 3, going up against, I think it was like a level 49 and a level 10. So not too bad, pretty even. There's a guy named Sul's King. He's the threat, the guy to watch out for on the other side, and he's got a teammate named Padel, who's not too bad, you know, but not really a force that, you know, I don't think it's there yet for him. You know, a little new. Anyway, I was aware of some motion over there, you know. I heard the footsteps and everything. I thought maybe, it took me a little while to realize that he was on the other side of the wall. That's why the VX gas went down. And with those grenades, or sorry, with the after having already dropped my my proximity mines and having one being taken down as kind of an early warning system, and then dishing off both of those VX gas grenades, it was time for a refill. And I get it in there. And just a nice little play on the King. Now right here, a nice little play by him. A little bit of luck there. I mean, my God, that guy, did he really just spawn right in front of me like that? Usually, you know, 9 times out of 10, that's going to work out in the Merc's favor. But it was like he spawned running. He hit the ground running and ran right up to me and put me down. You know, made me taste my own blood. Good Lord. The nerve of this man. Anyway, so he puts me down. Really solid kill. I mean, it just seemed odd. It seemed a little glitchy, a little just laggy. I don't know what it was, but the way he just spawned right in front of me like that, is that a common occurrence here? I mean, I've spent quite a bit of time with this game. I rarely get spies that spawn right in front of me in a goddamn full throttle run, you know. This just seemed a little odd, but no matter. He got the better of me there. I shut down the hack immediately. We're looking at double zeros up there. 0% brought in, despite the hack being initiated. And the king coming back to life again, and this time putting down Kickstars over there. And so I go and inspect. You can see I have a little bit of motion here. Now, the King seemed to be across this round, seemed to be a pretty good player. You know, he has the kind of plant egg zap, and he earns that here. I get him, you know, kind of baited him in. He had a lot of ground to cover. I backed up just enough to allow myself that elbow bash as soon as the electrocution, the zap wear it off. But he has the Clantech zap, and he has certainly earned it. He really does hit the mark with this goddamn stun crossbow. He's pretty solid with it. He plays, I would have to say, you know, he's a good player, but he plays too aggressively, a little too aggressively for the Classic. You know, it's a little too fast-paced. Every Merc here in Classic is outfitted with that motion tracking vision mode, you know. So anytime you're going full speed like that, you know, I'm aware of you, you know. And good Mercs, experienced players will know how to react. Like right now, you know, they're bringing out the EMP grenades. I'm being blinded. I'm getting swarmed here. You can see Padel, the weaker of the two. Really, he should have had me there. I got the better of him, but you can see old King is still pushing forward with another great zap. Plays this pretty nicely because he mounted this side here, but while when I can't see him, he actually shifted sides. I just got a little lucky that I caught the stun crossbow peeking around the corner, and then here he comes, or here he came, full speed ahead, and well, he ate a fist full of bullets. That's what he did. No, he ate what did he ate? He ate a goddamn elbow to the jaw. Yeah. Try eating with how's that wired jaw treating you there, King? So I put him down, and Padel, A little deja vu, putting him down in almost the exact same location he died last time. He really likes that plot of land, you know. He's gonna get a grave there one day. Anyway, so there we go, and you know what? I give it to King for really being persistent here on this A sector, and it made for good action for the Classic. You know, I thought he just kept pushing the assault. He really wanted to put me down. I think I was maybe getting to him a little bit, you know. The fact that I was, you know, he was playing well, but I was reacting to kind of trying to counter his movements and what he was doing. And some of it was skill, some of it was luck. You know, there's no denying that. But I really did get the better of him here in this sector, and again, he was just playing it. I'd have to say he was good, real accurate with the bow, but you know, just playing, he's running too fast. He's playing too hard for the kill, playing too hard for the takedown. At this stage, or even prior to this, he probably there should have been a redirection. It should have been fine. Wyatt is posted up here in the A sector. I'm going to make a run for C, you know, and just try and mix things up. But no, this was the persistence. And you can see he's just all over me with this stun crossbow, doing a fantastic job. Fantastic job zapping me, you know. Zapping me to death. But if that's a small price to pay if I get the kill, you know, during our encounters. I'll let him zap me so long as I can kill you when it's all said and done, right? So anyway, I'm not even sure where he is. Now he's playing a little bit slower, a little bit more cautiously. There it is. Finally, I found him, and he gets me again. A beautiful zap, and I'm thinking I'm just gonna close the gap on him here, but no. Then he blinds me. He shuts down the flashlight. Drapes that little area, that pocket of space in darkness, and I'm forced to regroup, you know. So again, it was like I had to react to what he was doing. To a lesser merc, a lesser player, perhaps he would have had me. He would have been able to get the jump on me. The lesser merc, the more inexperienced merc would have kind of continued to push forward through the darkness, you know, and it probably would have come at the cost of his own life. There, I switched things up, you know. I forced him to give chase. I had with the sound, you can hear, obviously, I can track him a little bit easier. Then, in the darkness, I'll know where he is, you know, because I know he's going to push. I know he's going to push hard. He's been pushing hard from the start, and I knew it probably wasn't going to be any different that time around, and I got the better of him there. Anyway, his teammate Padel finally picks up a hack elsewhere after all that was going on, and so we get a little change of scenery here, and I'm checking, you know, the likely locations. Flashlight behind the crate, grenade up there on that little platform. You see the King doing what the King does, playing hard, coming in for the necks, for the slice and dice, and you know, tripped up on my grenade there on the stairs. I don't think he was going to get past the gunfire, let alone the grenade, you know. So anyway, we shut down the King, his charge, still looking for Padel, who's doing a pretty solid job. I don't know if he's been shifting around the room, but I finally stumble across him right around here and put him down. So I would imagine he was probably keeping a pretty good eye on Kickstars there. But again, that seemed like a little bit of inexperience coming into play, that he wasn't doing a sweep of the room, you know. But with Kickstars over there near that flight of stairs, Padel had to keep, you know, really keep him in his sights, which he was probably doing. And that gave me the opportunity to come in there on his 6 and put him down and getting him just as he came back to life. And getting the King as he came back to life as well, you know, just kind of mounting that, what is that, little propane tank in there or something, you know. So, shut them down for another 10 seconds, buying ourselves a little bit of time, giving myself and my teammate Kickstars a little bit of room to breathe, and getting some new defensive measures up, and looking to reposition back to the A sector, where a lot of the action has gone down, and where I would imagine I will run into the King once more, yes. We'll see, though. We'll see. No! He finally, things have been switched up. Not sure if it was Padel who brought in this or initiated this hack, or if it was the King himself. But finally, things have moved out of the A sector. We're going deep into the map now, into my favorite sector on this level, the C sector. And here we go. We're looking to go and hunt him down. Now, who is it? It is actually the King who's got the hack going. So, you know, I'm sure he looked up the clock, saw a couple minutes left, and thought, I'm going to have to do something now at this point, you know. What I've been doing hasn't been working against the great Hertz. No, I'm joking, people, I'm joking. There are players out there far better than me, you know, far better than me. They don't make it up here on the channel too often, because when I encounter them, they're whooping me. Yes, anyway, you know, despite his aggressive side and his aggressive play early on, I was surprised to find the King pinched off or pinned down as calmly as he was in that little I don't know, tucked away in that tunnel, in that location in particular. That's a death trap for an aggressive player a lot of the time, you know. It's not a great place to set up. You can get trapped in there. I'm surprised he didn't make a move a little sooner on me. You know, I'm sure he was aware of my presence, you know. Anyway, I had a nice track there on Padel and a pretty decent track here on the King as we encounter one another. I'm not sure what happened there. He certainly zapped me. I'm still confused. I was confused then. I'm confused now. What I'm thinking perhaps happened was he zapped me. I went in for the execution with the pistola, you know, and the electrocution, you know, the current went through me and zapped him as well. That could be the case. I'm not sure, but something really weird happened there because he was immobilized as well, and it looked like he was immobilized by the zap. But again, I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but it doesn't matter. It came out in my favor, so that was nice. And he's swarming. You know, he's around here somewhere. I can hear him up on the train car. I move into the inside the car for a little safety, and just at the wire, you know, right at the buzzer, get a little pistol whip to the right to the kisser, you know, and there we go. Put him down. Big numbers there for myself. Three defense, 16 and 1, and I got to give it to the King for making that side of the video interesting, you know, because he really did. He pushed the assault on that A sector for a long time, and made the encounters fun. And my God, was he ever on the money with that zap, with that stun crossbow. Anyway, now here we go. This, you know, we don't have much to deal with. What did they bring in? Like 68% or something? I'm not sure. But I really have some trouble here getting this hack initiated and bring it in successfully, you know. I struggle here the way King was struggling, but only I'm missing. I mean, I was just some bad play at times. I come rushing around the corner too loud, the same thing I had criticized him for doing. But you know what? My teammate was there, Kickstars. I thought if we swarmed, perhaps we could pull something off. Of course, I will be right off the mark with this stun crossbow. This round in particular, it just was not clicking for me. I'm no expert with the stun crossbow. I don't spend enough time with it. Every now and then, things, you know, things click. I'm on the mark with it. But and those are great moments for me. I smile. My heart smiles when that happens, you know. Anyway. And so I pick up this hack deep, where I like to be in this sector, and I'm really thrown off, you know, because there's not much of a... I don't know, there just wasn't much of an opposition that comes this way, you know. I kind of just trying to mix things up. I know that it's a little different than the Blacklist style. In Blacklist, you probably couldn't get away with posting up where I am right now, but the shadows are pretty thick up there, pretty dense and deep. And I figured, well, I'm probably safe where I'm sitting right now. I avoided the kind of the toxic cloud. It looks, that second one there, it looks like a smoke cloud, however. The first one was VX gas, though. And I'm just all over the place. I mean, that was a botch. I was trying to go back to my sticky cam, I think, and toss an EMP grenade. So, like I said, I think at the start of this, the spy play, a little, you know, and it's like, you know, not great, a little iffy, you know. Anyway, with Kickstars taking out the King, I think he did a little slicing and dicing on him, if I'm not mistaken. I figure it's a good time to reposition. I figure the King is going to be coming in from the opposite end of the room. So I better watch my ass, better watch my backside. But look at that, you know. I spend so little time in the rafters in C, despite loving this sector. A lot of my work is done on the ground and in the underground tunnel. And I don't spend a lot of time in the rafters. And in fact, I don't even think I was aware of that little platform there in that piece, in those rafters in particular. So I was like, oh, this is a nice little spot. And the King doing a great job, shutting me down, coming out of the tunnel. And watching his backside, and I don't know if he did it intentionally or if he was consciously checking that location or just trying to watch the railing as he went up the stairs. But whatever it was, he did a great job putting me down really quickly in the C sector and shutting down the hack, you know. So the game continues, right? And here he is pushing forward a little too hastily here, doing a good job kind of checking the window and checking the catwalk. Or the bridge, whatever you want to call it, but didn't really do a great job checking the train car, which is where I was lurking, and I get his neck. I got down with the King. Yes, I did. Getting down with the King. All right, so there we go. I don't actually get to pick up, you know, put that great kill. I don't get the kind of the dessert to go along with that kill. I didn't get to actually initiate the hack. Kickstars, picking up the hack in A, and I've missed with the stun crossbow again. Like I said, I was off the mark with it. I'm stuck in this reload. The flashbang looks like it hit the mark. Padel, you really see a bit of inexperience there shining through. There was a lot of kind of wild spray back and forth that was really missing the mark. And I was able to just kind of float like a butterfly and sting like a bee through all those bullets, right? I floated through the bullets, and then I came in and stung Padel and sent him packing. And that's it. And that's that. But meanwhile, you know, the king shutting down the hack here one more time. But there we go. Catch him at the corner, the train car, you know. And he's, again, a little too aggressive. Moves a little too aggressively through these sectors. I think he was aware of my presence there, if I'm not mistaken, you know. He did put a little fire my way. And perhaps thought I was going to circle wide on him and push forward. And it cost him, you know. It cost him his life. Now, this train car in particular, really well lit up. I would know that, I would imagine that with an EMP grenade, I could have killed that light, at least momentarily, you know, at least for a small duration. I don't know if it would have killed it outright and permanently, but I could have certainly dimmed that light for a little while with a well-placed EMP grenade. Anyway, you know, I would imagine that's the king getting a little tricky, trying to swing around wide, trying to avoid suffering another death from above, and looking to get around wide on me and check the backside of that train car, which he does. You know, he's even checking, puts a little blind fire inside the interior of the train car. I was really hoping that he was going to push right through and come out on this side, but he doesn't. I'm forced to kind of scramble, and this is just a goddamn mess. 7 ways from Sunday. First I missed the zap, then I botched the smoke, then I mess up on the ledge, I get in position on the wrong location in the opening of the door, and it just went to shit. It just went to shit. It started at shit and went to diarrhea. That's what happened there. It was just a goddamn mess. Terribly played. If it could go wrong there, it did. You know, just awful. Off the mark with the zap, off the mark with the smoke, and off the mark with the ledge play and the attempt at the death from above, and the king capitalizes and puts me down. Alright, so here we go, and here he is pushing forward aggressively. Not really sure what was going on there. I don't know if he was looking to make a move into our spawn or just looking to mine it up. I don't know what he was thinking there, but he was pushing in a little too deep, and old Hertzy didn't like it, yes. And I had to drop the boom on him, the boom. Up the boomstick down. Anyway, you saw Padel. I was kind of tracking him. Kickstars has picked up this hack in the B sector, and I moved through this vent to try and cut him off. You know, it's a little shortcut into the sector, and voila, there it is. Beautiful. A beautiful little death from above. Cutting off Padel at the door, keeping this hack running, or giving my, my teammate Kickstars a little room to breathe for a little bit longer. But you can see the king, the one to watch out for. He's moving deep into the room. Kickstars is forced to scramble here quite shortly and does eat a few bullets. A bullet or two, you know. A high iron diet, right? Anyway, I don't know. A high lead. I guess it would be lead. Or you know, I don't know. Anyway. I move in, you know, I figure, you know, King's playing a little cautiously at the far end of the room, and I get in there on the hack, and I don't know, I kind of gave my position away as I backed up into the VX gas. I was probably safe to have moved out of the area without alerting, the merc to my presence, but as soon as I, had to go into a full run, well, that was about it, you know. I figure I'm on motion tracking at that point. He's going to track me to that end of the room, and that's what he did. And the king not leaving me, an inch to maneuver, you know. I tried to get out on him. I tried to push around the corner before he came around on me, dropped the flashbang, but he still managed to gun me down. So good on him, but I've had it up to here. And if you can't, I know you all can't see me, but I'm up here at forehead level. I've had it up to here with these botched goddamn attempts, these botched goddamn hacks. I've had it up to here with the king, and it's time to get it done. It's time to get it done. Here we are. A sector. Not sure. I'm not sure if it's actually going to come in, though. Despite wanting to get it done, I'm not sure if it's actually going to come in here yet. And I pick up the hack. You can notice this train car much darker than the other one. Not sure if this actually has a little light in it as well. You know, like, I haven't spent enough time playing Classic to know all these little details, but hopefully, with as long as the demand for Classic continues, I'm sure you'll see me spend a little bit more time in here and becoming a little bit more aware of these little things. Doesn't look like there's a light in here, so this is actually the more ideal train car, Because some lights, I think you can kill some lights permanently with EMP grenades. Others you can kill temporarily, I'm not sure though. Don't quote me on that, but I'm thinking that's probably right,
Data decryption 50%
Anyway,
finished.
And some nice patience there. Didn't give my position away as the Merc wandered on by. Probably the King. And just a quick little reposition. Now, I am in a pretty well-lit area, but at this point, I don't really want to, I don't want to drop the EMP grenade, and I'm pretty sure this light, because it has the, kind of the protective cover around it, I'm pretty sure that light, if I were to take it out, it would be a temporary disable. It would only be disabled temporarily. And I think that's the way it goes, right? Anyway, I get the sticky cam down I'm kind of watching my backside, ready. If a Merc comes around the corner, it's an option. I can go to it. I can try and explode his ass, detonate his ass, send him to the next life. I get kind of a bit of a botched smoke grenade, but it certainly served its purpose. And King coming around the backside while I was, my attention was split, and managed to slip through my little defensive measure over there and getting the better of me right at the 100% mark. So you know what? It was, again, I've said it a couple times now, but that spy side of things, a little, not great, not spectacular by any means, not even close, just kind of mediocre, run-of-the-mill, kind of average round, nothing too spectacular. And the King, put me down final seconds, but I did get that intel sent to the destination, so it cost me my life, my soul, but I got it done. Anyway, let's take a look at the names and numbers here. Myself, 1 hack, 3 defense. It shaped up to be a pretty good round, 21-5. I think, what did I start off with? 16-1 on the Merc side of things, so 5-4 on the Spy side with the 1 hack coming in. Of course, costing me my life right at the end there as well. Not sure if that counted as a death. So it could have been a 5-1. I don't know. But not great. But I thought I'd throw it up here anyway. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. We'll take a look at the King, with Zap. So's the King. 5 defense, 14 and 16. Pretty solid player all around. Just needs to kind of reel himself in a little bit. He plays a little too aggressively for Classic on the Spy side of things, and maybe a little too aggressively as the Merc as well. I caught him in some... I don't know, just kind of caught him moving a little too quickly through a few areas and not really checking the vertical well enough, and got him with a couple of nice deaths from above. Kick stars there, shaped up to be a pretty decent round for him. Not great, but not terrible. 8 and 11. And Padel, well, that's not great at all, so we'll leave that. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, thanks for stopping by, tuning in. Always appreciated when you do. I hope you enjoyed this. Not my greatest hits. It's not going into the greatest hits category, that's for damn sure. But it's around nonetheless, and those are decent enough numbers. I only wish that the Spy side of things had been a little bit better, Anyway, hopefully you'll thumb it, and hopefully I will see you in whatever comes next. But until then, well, you all know it. Remember why it hurts. Later, all.